Good morning, ma'am or sir. I'm G.krithiksha, pursuing BCC final year. Firstly, I thank IBM team and Anna University for providing the project-based experiential learning program THIRAN, which helped us to boost our knowledge and we learned more innovative things. My project domain is artificial intelligence and my project title is real-time communication system powered by AI for specially abled. Here's my project ID and I am the team lead G.krithiksha. Team member 1, my MONIKA. Team member 2, M. SUBHA. Team member N in SEMBARUTHI, team member 4 in NIVETHA. And next, today we are going to explain the contents of introduction, problem statement, proposal solution, and etc. Introduction. The technology is developing a day by day, but not significant developments are undertaken for the betterment of the specially abled people. Communication between deaf mute and a normal person has always been a challenging task. It is a very difficult for a mute people to convey their message to normal people, since normal people are not trained on hand sign language. The project aims to develop a system that converts a sign language into the human understandable text in the desired language to convey a message to normal people, as well as convert the text into understandable sign language for the deaf and dumb. And next is a problem statement. A World Health Organization report says around 63 million people in India suffer from an either complete or partial deafness, and often these, at least 50 lakh children. Communication between a deaf mute and a normal person has always been a challenging task. The deaf people needs a way to communicate easily, quickly with the normal people. So we are providing an system through ideas and can make a conversion system with the normal people. And next is a problem solution. A solution is designing and implementing a system using artificial intelligence, deep learning algorithms, and image processing concepts to take an input as a hand gestures and sign language. It generates an output in the text format. An uniqueness is a system uses neural networks and computer vision to recognize the image and a smart deep learning algorithm to translate into text. A social impact to make and deaf and mute people feel independent and more confident. And next is system specification. We are using Anaconda software and we are using a Python programming language in the platform Jupyter Notebook, and we are using some of the scripting languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and user interface for interfacing this Python programming language and with the scripting language, we are using a Flask framework. And next is technical architecture. A technical architecture is a form of an IT architecture used to design a computer systems. This architecture is simply a blueprint of our project, which describes the flow of a project. So here is our technical architecture. We are using a three-tier architecture for our project design. It consists of three phases: user, IBM Cloud, and administration. Only the user phase will be visible to the user. They can register and upload the image. The image will be entered into the a model, and the image will be entered after entering in the model. It will which is trained in the backend. So the image first goes under the image processing neural network and evaluates the result. While this process, the uploaded image will be stored in the database. The result will be shown in the user phase. For interfacing these two, as I said, we use Flask framework. And some of the services, IBM Watson, Watson Machine Learning, IBM Cloud Object Storage, other IBM Cloud services to deploy our model, which is we have trained in IBM Cloud, we are using these services. And next is CNN algorithm. A CNN algorithm we are used for our project. It is a deep learning algorithm. CNN is a type of an artificial neural network used in image recognition and processing that is specifically designed to process pixel data. And it is also used for image classification by recognizing valuable features. CNN identify the different objects on the image. So it is widely used in many places. This is a visual representation of a CNN algorithm, and we are using a 1D max pooling layer, flatten layer, and dense layer in our projects. This is the functionalities of it, how it performs the feature extraction. And next is working demo of the project. So let me see with the code. So this is a code for our project which I deployed in IBM Cloud. So first I just import my dataset in zip format in an IBM Cloud so that it can be accepted it with by using an IBM Cloud object storage service in an IBM Cloud. I just imported required libraries and I created bucket for my dataset and object key so that it can be loaded. And for extracting the zip file so that we can process the further steps, I'm making a code of it. And image processing. For processing the train test data set, I'm using an image data generator library so that all the image in this data set will be processed, and I need to load the image in the data set of a train data set and test data sets. So for that, I'm using image data generator functionality for loading it. I just loaded within 9 classes of the image and a model building. I just imported some of the required libraries for building my CNN model, and I'm initializing my model with a sequential method, and a convolution layer and pooling layer, flatten layer, dense layer are added with some of the parameters which we record for our project, and we are compiling the model using a compile method. And I just calculated the length of the train and test data sets, and I'm using a fit and the same model for fitting my model so that it will be trained many times so that it will be predicted accurately. So I'm getting an accuracy, training accuracy of 0.9952 and validation accuracy of 0.9760, and we are saving the model which we have trained with a sum of a name. And I want to deploy my model in an IBM cloud, so that, as I said, I'm using Watson machine learning service. I installed it, and for accessing I use some of the credentials, and I just created a space for deploying my model. And I'm using software specification called TensorFlow with some specific version, and I created a space. And for loading my model, downloading my model, I get a model ID and I can download my model. And for testing, I just imported some required libraries, and I load my model which I trained already, and I just give an input a sample image to my model so that it can be predicted by using a model.predict method, and it's predicted as alphabet is A. So these are the class labels, and I just want to show the flask also. So this is a flask, so which is used for interfacing the model and the HTML document. So I mentioned two things, and I just mentioned the login pages and all. So I want to show my demo of it. I already ran this. So here I already ran it, and I just got my a link here. After, I will paste it in my a browser, and I will enter my credentials. I just enter my name as the username and a password for it, and I'm just submitting it. So here I get my homepage. I just inform some of the information about my project so that the user will understand, and I just make a link of my system to redirect into the real-time communication system. I just redirected to it. And for predicting, we need to choose a sample image which is given as input. So I'm just choosing one image. First I choose the black and white image, and I just predict. So it's predicted, it is at A, alphabet A, and I'm also use the colored image for prediction. Yeah, it's predicting the alphabet is F. So that's all. We are our project demo. I completed it. And next is a performance metrics. So the performance metrics are a key indicators. They help to track a project performance and accuracy. Accuracy is a closeness of a values to true value. So it correct or compared to your target goal. So which we expected goal, we get the expected goal or not, like that. So as I said, in a code, our training accuracy and validation accuracy, I showed it in our code. It's a 99% and 97%. And next is our future scope. The features main purpose of our application is to make deaf and mute people feel independent and more confident, and to get good job opportunities for them, and to make a great attractive communication between the deaf and dumb people and with the normal people. And this system can generate a revenue through direct customers and collaborate with the healthcare center, so that we can generate revenue from the customers. And next is conclusion. In our society, we have people with the disabilities, and the technology is developing day by day. So no significant developments are undertaken. So it's very difficult to convey the message to the normal people. when especially able people are making conversation. So we designed our system using artificial intelligence, deep learning, and image processing to take an input and gestures and sign language and to recognize it and then convert it into a text format so that the normal people will be understand. So all they will feel independent and then confident too. And next is these are the references which we have researched for our projects. And finally, I thank you for giving this a great opportunity for doing a project based experiential learning program from the IBM team. And thank you very much.